Welcome everybody, Steve here. Well, we're working on the inner fenders for the 72 Ford, and you know, little brother did some welding, did some rust repair, but there's still a long ways to go here. You know, there's you know, I guess it's I look at these just like I do the inside of the box. You know, you open your hood up and you just want everything to shine, and if your inner fenders look crappy, then what's the point of even doing a build? Like, oh, it's one of the things that really bothers me. So, you know, we're not going to get it perfect. You know, like this isn't going to be a, you know, a flawless. You know, there's going to be a couple little rust spots or pits that you're going to see, but for the most part, I want them to look good. And even on the inside, you know, we're going to make sure that we take care of it so that, you know, when you're looking underneath, it doesn't look really bad. But that requires work, and there's going to be a lot of work. Tried to talk him into doing it, but didn't work out, so I'm up. Anyway, gonna start just straightening everything out, get the grinder, start grinding, you know, the welds, and figure out what I have to fix. And there's going to be a little bit of sandblasting that needs to be done here, so I think we'll get that to a point where I can get it to the sandblaster or take it outside. And then today I'll probably only get the chance just to finish this guy, but I'll bring the other one in as well. Hopefully it's going to be in a little better shape than this one. This one's pretty rough. So on these inner fenders, we got all this rubber. Kind of goes like this. So we gotta kind of make some patterns so that we know what to kind of mimic again. It's weird that Ford's got all this, whatever. But we'll document it. I'll write on here passenger upper, and then we can take some patterns. We bought some more rubber. It's a little thicker than this, but I think it's still going to work. Yeah, there's another piece that goes up here, but not sure. Hopefully we got another one somewhere. So I'm just using the fiberglass fill here to go over my welds. And, you know, I don't know how far a guy sees all this stuff, but, you know, if you don't fix it, it'll come back and burn you. So I'm just gonna do the seams, you know, make everything flat and nice as we can. Because as soon as you open up your hood, you see this. And then underneath, we'll probably use some caulking on the seam sealer. So while I'm waiting for stuff to set up over here, getting there, gonna sand that with the orbital. I'm gonna get grinding on some of these spots. There's a couple cracks, I guess, and we'll tune all those up as well. Now I'm just hitting some of the areas that you're really going to see with the sander, just to make sure there's no dents. Gotta go plug my air compressor in. I'll finish her off with some regular old filler. Like I said, I'm not here to save the world on this one. I haven't sanded any of this yet, so there might be a secret dent somewhere. We'll have to investigate that next. We do have a battery box that sits in here, but you do see quite a bit of stuff. So we are gonna, you know, kind of make it look half nice. I'm just going to keep on going with the filler. I'm going to let this set up before I sand it, so I think there could be a little bit of a low spot right there. And I'll probably hit it real quick with some 40 on the sander, and then I'll finish it with some 80 grit. Just switching to 80 grit now. Just straightening everything out with 80 grit on my block. It's pretty hard to get everything nice and straight when you're using the orbital. So this whole front here, you see that? It sticks right out at you. So I'm going to just coat it with a little thin coat of filler. to fill any of the pits. I know it's a bit of a pain, but you know what? It'll look good when we're all said and done. But it's everybody's choice, of course. Now if they were real minor, I probably would just leave them, but they're got some fairly large ones in here. Sometimes it helps to go both ways on the on your little spreader here. Work them right in. This is the driver's side inner fender. It's in pretty darn good shape. A lot better than the other side, but the other side's got the battery, and that's always an issue. But I'm going to hit this one with a sander and just see if there's any issues. This side isn't as bad as the other, but we still got lots of pits down in here, and I took and I re-sandblasted this area, and just to make sure that, you know, everything's going to stick. So I'll just slather on a bunch of filler, hope for the best. See if I need any more filler. So far okay there, but I got a little low spot right there. So what I'm doing here, now these are the staples for that, oh, just hold on. There we go. These are the staples here for the piece of rubber that kind of goes along here. And so what I do with these is I just use a 1/2" crown staple. Just make sure you're in the picture here. Oh yeah. Just a 1/2" crown, you know, and then I just take the knife and chip one off, and then what I'll do is I'll shorten it with my side cutters. And then you just basically put your rubber on there, drill your holes, and then just so happens it just worked out that these crown staples are the right size. Pound that down, and then you just flare them out on the bottom. It's about the best way, and then it looks nice and original. So hopefully, I don't know if little brother will be doing that. If I do it, then I'll show you. But my crown staples are a little bit bigger than the ones I used. Thicker. Just need a little dabble doody on the top. Real windy day today, but we had a snowstorm last couple days. Of course it all melted away, but it was really snowing good yesterday. the day before, both days. Hopefully that's all past us and it's just going to be nothing but nice sunny weather from now on. I'm just blocking this now with 80 grit because you know you're going to see this, so you don't want it to look really, really bad. And once I get this done, I think this is looking pretty good. So the tins, you see I just spot primed everything, just wherever they needed it. We're not getting carried away, but you know, we still want it to look good. You know, like this part here is really exposed on the Fords. And you know, we're gonna make that look good. You know, we did, we filled up all the pits with filler, and then you know, wherever there needed to be a little bit of filler, we did, and we spot primed it. Good enough. So now I'm going to sand it with 280 grit, and we're going to get everything prepped up, and then tomorrow I think I'm going to find some time, going to hang everything, spray them black. It's exciting. It's a big step as well. And every time you do some painting, it's always a step closer. Now, if you haven't followed me before and haven't subscribed, shame on you. Okay, this is my choice of paint that I'm using for these tins. I use them on all the frames. It's an Armor Shield 847 semi-gloss. Man, is this ever nice paint. Sprays nice, really tough, durable finish. And then of course, the epoxy primer I spray on first is a Duraprime, just straight black. See, make sure you're in the frame here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I really like this combination. You know, when it comes down to affordability too, this is about as good as it gets. And you know what? It's find a semi-gloss black anymore. It seems to be getting tougher, and I think this is still a little bit cheaper than, quite a bit cheaper than Endura. But sets up nice. I love it. Okay, I'm just going to mix up. Both these are 4 to 1, so I'm just going to mix up some epoxy here and get that sprayed. That'll be my first step. You just gotta kind of judge how much you're gonna need. Yeah, we'll go 2. You know, I know these are only inner tins and all that kind of stuff, but they still deserve a tack rag, you know, before we paint. We want everything to be as pretty as we can get her. Yeah, there's still stuff coming off. You know, this, when you do a semi-gloss, things are a little bit more forgiving. You know, you don't see the dust as bad and all that stuff, but still, you want your work to look better than the next guy. Time for some paint. Well, we got her done. And the inner tins look absolutely beautiful. You know, this paint, I'm not, you know, trying to sell it or anything like that, but it almost looks like powder coat when it's all done. And that's one of the reasons I like it. It's got the perfect little sheen to it. And it looks good. Yesterday I didn't have my camera, but I did some undercoat on here. Way easier doing it now than when you put it on your truck and have to do it. But a lot of holes just to tape up, and then basically just give it a little shot. It's going to help protect it a little bit, make it look a little smarter as well. So anyway, these are done. Next step is, of course, to get them on. We got to get the rubbers on the back. done yet, and I'm just going to point the little brother in the right direction, so I don't have to do that, which is good, because I don't need anything more to do. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned. Not sure what's next, but this is a little shorter video, so lucky you. And we'll catch up to you next time. Thanks for watching.